Before. G's also here. Hi! How are you guys doing? Bakagan, yes. Don't get panicked, no. Yeah, it's because I'm a dragon. Yeah, I have to explain this one every time because it's like, yeah. Wait, actually let me resize this. Okay, this would be perfect. Give me a heart like they had another tap and suddenly shout after silence. That's because I was speaking and then I looked at OBS and saw that nothing was moving and I was like, huh? Huh? Bakagon indeed. How are you guys doing? I had so much fun yesterday. I put in a 12-hour workday. Yeah, I'm so fit. As a matter of fact, actually, some work colleagues saw me move about because I still fucked up yesterday. I was so hyper-focused on the thing that I did wrong last time that I completely forgot to check some other stuff. Like, not that I forgot, it's more like it didn't even occur to me. It's not that I forgot, it didn't occur to me that I have to check it. So today I had to fix my own bullshit. And then I was like, I got told at Dokumi by Obsidian Castle staff that I get really weird when I'm tired. I don't know if anyone can confirm this. We have some Obsidian Castle people here, but I was told I get really weird. I don't really understand. It didn't occur to you that you forgot. Yeah. Jump scares are frequent in these streams. They're not! Why are you so silly? It's genetics. You're always silly and weird. Oi! Yeah, honestly I am. I read it somewhere. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's an ADHD thing or if it's something that I have a diagnosis on that is like, oh yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing for people when they get really tired. I can't confirm, but I also saw you quite briefly. Oh. Hi, sir. Yeah, no, I think it was Gail, and we were sitting after the con, like after Saturday, at Anders' place eating, and then I said something, and he was like, you know, you get really weird when you're tired. I'm like, yeah, I hear that a lot. You need more gluten to give you energy. Fuck no. Yeah, the day's been good. I left work early, so like I wasn't feeling really well in the morning. Like I was super tired. I technically speaking slept enough, but I was like tired. I don't know. And then sorry, the lo-fi is making me smile right now. Actually, I even had colleagues ask me if I'm alright. I guess it looked that bad. It was that bad. I was like, if I had to re-prepare these samples that I had to do a 12-hour workday for today, that wouldn't have happened. That would not have happened. That was... Yep, Footy, exactly. I looked for Brazilian lo-fi for today's stream. So I just did the thing that I needed to fix, set it up, and I was technically speaking done by 10:30. And then I said to the lab heads, like, okay, I'm going home. And he said, oh, don't you want to stay at least until the second injection? And I yeah. I look at the thing, like, what do you mean I need to stay until the second injection? It's injected. There's a hole in the cover. There's a hole in the lid. And I don't know why, when everyone started losing their shit when I said it. Like, I don't get it. It's a septum. When you inject samples through a septum, when the needle goes in, it makes a puncture, a hole. So there's a hole in the lid. Why is it funny? Like, I don't mind people laughing about this shit, because I don't feel like it's offensive that they laugh at this, but for goodness sake, I don't know why it's funny. I wish I'd understand, but apparently it's really funny. You know, I was exactly the target level of silly today at work. Like I was whining about stuff because like I was like, okay, it ran. Let's see if it's passed, and then like I see the mistake, and I'm just like, I really want to cry. I want to do this. But yeah, I survived. I came home. I ate salad. I crashed into bed, and it was good. And God saw that it was good. I'm doing better. I am also extremely in fanfic to the point where I have no overview of what my tasks are. My life revolves around figuring shit out. Like I got to speak to some amazing people a bit, and I feel more confident. Like I need a 4-eye principle. Oh, also this thing happened. I was at work and we were talking about how in GMP you need a 4-eye principle, and then it hit me with JJK and Sukuna having 4 eyes, and I'm just like, I had to step out for a second because I was about to start laughing at something that the rest of the people would not get. I was like, 4-eye principle, and I'm like, the wheezing emote, and I was like, I need to get out. I don't want to explain people why I'm losing my shit. Levels of silly are reaching higher than good. Oi. Yeah, no, some people whoever witnessed me overly tired need to tell me. God, Silicon created a domain. Yeah. The domain name should be something like the silly domain. Yes, it is the silly domain. Where you get bombarded by silly and gone per hour speed, and if you don't withstand it for a gone hour, which is of questionable variable length because time blindness, then Gone gets sillier the more tired she is indeed. Domain name Gone fanfic notebook. Yes, cause I still wrote write? What the fuck did I write with? Wait, I wrote the spin-off, right? I wrote the spin-off. What did... No, wait. What did I write during the... I don't even remember what I wrote. This is my life now. What did I write? No, clearly this is not it. So it's not the spin-off. Then what's the thing with Setsuko, right? What the fuck did I write? I posted this on the server, right? No? Yes? No? 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 Yes? Huh? 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 Did I not? Huh? Did I not post it? Gon has gone time memory loss. I permanently have gone time. No, then it must have been the Setsuko one because. What the fuck did I? Huh? Let me check the other server. I might have posted it there. Oh, it was that thing. Yeah, it was a spin-off. Just a different one. And yeah, I didn't post it on the server. Honestly, it's very unpolished in the sense like character consistency. But I was cooking a bit in my brain, and this is supposed to be a Brazil stream, by the way, but this is now a JJK stream, you guys. Because everything is a JJK stream when it's me. I was cooking, right? I did a spin-off, the one with the Gojo POV, and I was thinking I should do a second part of the spin-off with the detention center to actually showcase more of Hinata. Without the anxiety. How he is without the anxiety. Because that's vastly different. Gonna be in Shambles 1 season 3. We are so fucking watching season 3, you guys. This is like, you have no idea. We're also rewatching everything before season 3. We need to rewatch it, but I want to watch Trigun first. Dungeon Mission Trigun first, okay? Because the reason why Trigun occurred to me is because I did want to watch it because it's supposed to be very much a classic. And because I realized that in some parts, the main character and Hinata correspond to each other in a way. Not completely because Hinata is a troll. Like, I wrote some stuff out to a friend on Discord and DMs, like what I want to write for the second part of the spin-off. And it's like, because when people only see the parts of the character where he has anxiety, which is in the main fanfic that I can't even read anymore because it makes me cringe so fucking hard at my own writing, or they see the character in roleplay, they assume he's a pushover. But he's not. So I need to write it. I need to wait. What do you need to be Hero X is not over? It goes past episode 20. Does it? Does it though? Huh? Are you sure? It's 24 episodes? Oh damn. Wait, but it's not out yet. Because the episode 20 looked like it's the last thing of the season. But if you say so, I believe you. I believe you, Drew. Then I guess, oh yeah, we should also totally watch Windbreaker, because I started watching the first episode and I was like, what is this Sukuna has dialogue? Oh my god. Wouldn't you say so? Yeah. I need to showcase the fact that Hinata is like more of the whole picture. I still miss the dog and the purple hair guy from the intro, so 4 more episodes. Ah, naruhodo. I was a bit wondering because, as I said, episode 20 looked as if it was the last of the season. And that's where the purple hair guy showed up. But yeah, I guess we have not had an intro of the purple hair guy yet. I'm also very curious on how this entire thing proceeds, because this is such a big incident. A guy died. And what's his face? The cringe dad. The silent cringe, silent blade? Cringe dad! The silent cringe dad saw the other guy's attack, ghostly. His name is now Silent Cringe Dad! Okay. So Silent Cringe Dad fought against E-Soul, and he saw that. And that's like giving really lots of tension, but I guess if they, like, would the event have been truly swept under the rug? Because somebody had to give reports, and Cringe Dad, Silent Cringe Dad, can still write, even if he can't speak. He could submit a written report on what happened. So how the fuck this goes? So yeah, it's like it's really annoying because you really feel for the kid, but then he goes ahead and does this, and you're just like, I must strangle you. I must strangle you real hard. What if she were a hardcore softball after all? Oh shit. Gone Brazil trip was a lie. She spent the entire vacation writing fanfic. That's not true! That's not true! I mean, I did try to take notes when I had ideas because I really needed to... Wait, let me update my tracking. Right. Because I really needed to iron some details out for myself with the characters. There's something interesting. I talked to G about the fanfic characters, and G told me an interesting thing about how I treat the characters as if they were people. And I'm like, what do you mean as if they were people? They are people on paper! Well, Isol survived to kill Moon. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Anyway, where was I? Brazil! Right! I got Chijiki out of my system. Let's fucking go. And also... okay. Perugia will never get treated like people. He gets treated like people by good. Brazil, what is that? You can eat it. Wait, let me... let me go to the Hero X. I want to give them silly names. So we have Anan, Admin, X. We have Queen. Can you eat it? I don't know. Can you eat it? The Johnnies. Ghostblade. He's silent dead. Lolly is. Please consider renaming yourself once you reach the age of majority. Your name is really not good. I'm sorry. But no, wait, that's wrong. We also have not met Aku, the dog. We have not met the film noir dog. Brazil is the name of a tree where you can get red pigment. Oh, is that so? I heard this from G, that apparently when the Portuguese first arrived, they were like, oh, holy fuck, you can get red pigment this cheap? Oh my god, let's do trade. Yeah, I said we didn't meet the dog, and then we're like, oh, sorry, then I misread. But yeah, those are I just read the purple haired boy is called Dragon Boy. What is this art? Why is he shirtless? I just heard a cat outside. What the fuck? What the fuck I'm reading? I just opened the Wikipedia page of this guy and I'm like, Okay, interesting. I wonder what he will be up to and if we will hit his ass. Got into kitchen. No, it's just let me open the door and I'll tell you. This is Findus. Bet you. It is Findus. He's very fluky and he hates being picked up. You wanted to be with me? Yes? No, he doesn't want to be with you. Why are you so silly? Stop screaming outside. He wasn't even screaming at the door. I heard him through the door from all the way up the balcony. Stretchy. Yeah, so the trip started out great. I had the joggies, I took everything, I arrived 3 hours early, I submitted my luggage, I went to sit at the gate, and then they tell us the flight is gonna be an hour later. Which I was like, cool! My layover is less than 2 hours. If you remove an hour, that means that I have like what? 30 minutes to change to my next flight. Cool, cool. Botching. I was basically botching. I was having a complete panic. I was trying not to hyperventilate at that. Then the plane finally landed. And people started walking out. See, this in Zurich airport, when it's European flights usually, they walk in and they walk through the same place where they walk out through the same place where you usually walk into the plane. And they're strolling like casually as if they're walking over a meadow full of flowers. It's a promenade, enjoying the sights. And I'm just like, bitch, get off the plane! Get out of the lane so that we can board it! The bloody fuck is this? And then some of them just stop. They didn't walk through the gate. They just stopped where it's still the way to the plane. And they're like standing there and looking at their phones. And I'm just like, the bloody fuck you mean? You're looking at your phones. Get the fuck out of there. Like there are some guys looking confused where they're supposed to walk through. And I'm just like motioning at them. I'm not even an airport employee. I'm just like, get the fuck out of there! Get the fuck out of the lane! Yeah, I was cursing under my breath. It was bad. And we finally board and fly, and thank fuck I do daily joggies because I was running to thankfully they had like people standing, airport employees standing there asking what your layover flight is, and they would point you to at the gate and which direction you need to run. And I just take my backpack and I just fucking run and run. And at some point, people like get out of my way because I'm wheezing while running because I'm giving it my all. This is not casual joggies gone. This is running for my fucking flight. I mean, life. Flight life. God, I was like... The funniest shit, I really didn't sweat that much. I was fully expecting to be very sweaty when I arrived at the airplane, but I didn't sweat that much, so yeah. And then we had the flight there. I did my best to compensate for the jet lag, but unfortunately I just couldn't fall asleep properly, neither in my flight there nor in my flight back. Gun no sweating, she's straight to burning, yes. the way, guys, do you know about Findus? I open up this is something he does at home with my mom too. So I open up the door to the balcony. He climbs onto the table and he starts screaming. Who for? What for? Why? I don't know. Just woo! Woo! Like, what the fuck? So it's possible that he wasn't complaining at me. He was just complaining outside. He's a moon cat. He's creme. Yeah, it's to sort dominance. Yes, that's our running theory. He's so sort asserting dominance. Yeah. Shall we change here? Okay, give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, I sorted out pictures somehow. A major part of the Japanese Immigration Museum didn't make it on my Felix is such a coward. Like, he climbed into the basket. I already tried to get the mom's cats to go into the basket. He climbed into the basket, and then the moment I tried to pet him, he just jumps out and runs off, really scared. I don't get it. Also, Felix and Arthur are still fighting each other. I think it's just chilling somewhere around. A lot of times, I only see 3. It's either Merlin who's missing, or it's Findus who's missing. Felix, for now, he's no longer hiding, so it will be progress, question mark. Tor is always silly, he's... Yeah. It's a competition. Does Thor is Thor the stupidest cat, or is it Felix? I don't know. Okay. Well, yeah, that was a flight there. Actually, I think this is the one to Madrid. And I copied this picture. Wow. This was an interesting thing about Sao Paulo. Is that the way, like, you know, how many of you guys live in Europe? Right? So in Europe, oftentimes you have like a structure to your city/town. Like, you have the old city, which is like the cultural center thing. Yes, Chi, you live in Europe, surely. You live in your room. Congratulations. Is that your domain, Rubik's? Live in America, sorry. Yeah, shouldn't you be asleep? Yuraji! So the interesting thing about Sao Paulo is that there is no such thing as a historical city center proper. There's no such thing as having like a business center with skyscraper. There is like the Paulista Avenue, which has the skyscrapers and it looks like a business center, more or less. But a lot of places, you just walking up to a museum, you just walk past through an area, you would never guess that there is gonna be a museum popping up in a colonial style. Just fucking random. Also, the Paulista Avenue is like scraper, suddenly, bam, historical house. I'm like, okay, don't you pick? No, I cohabit it with spiders and vampire fly. No, because there isn't Sao Paulo. It's a young city. Exactly. But it's pretty interesting because it's like not something I'm used to. See, I'm used to older cities. Hi, Oke! You came at the right time. I finally stopped talking about JJK. Save. We'll get back to JJK. Also, not all of my gacha JJK photos made it. Yeah, it's how to put it. It feels like it feels more chaotic. It's very interesting. It's not a bad thing. It's just really interesting because it's different. Yeah, I mean, people gotta go. It's a big city. They're just really big skyscrapers. This one was dedicated for Anaras. Too bad he isn't here. The Dan, and Badums. This is Padakijo, which is gluten-free. It's the salvation of the gone. It is a bad thing for who lives in here. Is it? Okay. No, guys, I'm suddenly having. I think I ran out of juice. I will be so sleepy today. Just don't live there, gone. I don't live there. But like, I will miss the gluten-free stuff because this is the shit. It's cheese bread. It's made with wait, is it made with corn flour? I think. It's cheese balls, small big turns, a purple snack, blah 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 blah, yada yada. Tell me what flour they use. Tapioca flour. Polvillo is mantioca. Okay, yeah. Wikipedia said tapioca flour, so yeah. Usually Mina's cheese. Mina's cheese tastes good. Wikipedia is wrong. Gee, go fix it. Go fix the powder queijo tapioca. Okay. So that was Salvation for Gone. This is the Police Avenue. I just thought it's like very stood out, the Gazeta thing. So yeah, there's a lot. It looks very businessy and very big. Unfortunately, a lot of these traditional Brazilian recipes are botched pretty hard for international websites because people don't understand mandioca. Yeah, I have to explain it at work when I talked about it. Like, mandioca is the thing you make tapioca with. But probably if I look for tapioca starch slash mandioca starch slash mandioca flour in Switzerland, I'd probably have to Google the tapioca flour. Yeah, I know, right? G can supply information on what this thing is, but it's like a media company? Newspaper? Because Gazeta is a newspaper, right? I just thought it looked neat. Summary of Gone. Media corporations from the country. We found a cute store. I bought myself a capybara notebook, which is the one where I was writing my jijiki stuff. I should totally look at what I wrote. Let me actually get it. Because I also wrote like 7 fucking pages on the airplane. Yeah, this was funny. Let me go get stuff. What did I put my other notebook? I don't even. Oh, what did I do with it? Okay, I will need to find my other notebook where I took lots of notes. Oh, I remember what notes I took. I'm figuring stuff out. This is back to JDK, bitches! Okay, I wrote timeline stuff. More timeline stuff. Perception of others throughout his life. Stuff to do with research, because I've been doing lots of research. Never said the lurker about like historical Japan stuff. Ironing out more details. Okay. Okay. Yeah. God, how many pages did I write? Yep. This one is crossed out because I didn't like it. Trying to figure out more stuff, and there are notes about Onmyodo and what I need to look up. I still need to look up how the 5 elements work in Onmyodo. Okay, I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pages! Yes. But yeah, this one was like, makes me really think of Japan. And this is the Japan house because apparently... No, but this is not the actual fanfic. This is me trying to figure out how to write the character properly, which is why I'm doing lots of character study stuff. And another thing is, I've been kindly... How do I phrase it correctly? I've had people who kindly agreed to RP characters with me, which is like really cool. There was anyone who is from Germany knows about this website called Animex, which used to be the thing before Facebook pages became a thing and other social media opened up. It was like the German anime scene social media. And there were RP channels, but like I entered one and I was so like awkward. Like obviously I'm not gonna like be good at stuff from the scratch, but I was so awkward and perfectionistic that I basically ran away without writing anything. Yep. So it's really interesting because in some character interactions it really promotes me to think and realize more about the character that I'm trying to write, and I'm very much blessed. Also, this is the thing that I can't tell anyone in my work, even those who are familiar with anime and manga, because do you know what normies think when you say roleplay? Yeah, they're gonna think it's a weird sexual thing. Tell me I'm wrong! Tell me I'm wrong! I dare you to tell me I'm wrong! Yeah, they had an architecture exhibition in the Japan house. I don't really have pictures inside. Also, they had like they have the 2025 Japan Expo stuff, and they had like food, and I took pictures, researching the individual food stuffs, how they look. Content. This is such a weird thing. It doesn't even look like food though. But I remember. Are those Sukuna fingers? I guess no. Because Brazil has the largest amount of Japanese expats. Really, I need to look this up because they put it into our shabu shabu once. This was very educated because I had no fucking idea how wasabi looks raw. Katsuobushi. This is fish flakes, rice, and rice flour. Shiitake. It is used by vegans everywhere. You use gelatin for consistency, not sure for the other two. Anko? This is Japanese pepper, sansho. Apparently it's related to the Sichuan pepper, except it's supposed to be milder. Jitake. Hampyo. G, translate! It's used by microbiologists yeah. I know that about the agar plates. It's too hard to translate, I'm just chilling on my phone. Okay. Tiras desidratadas da capasha yugo. Is it like seaweed or something? Ah, but Sichuan pepper is a citrus fruit, no? So I guess it's... Yeah, it's not a real pepper. Yes, I just love how they're very different, two different daikons. And mochi! I love mochi! The ones without feeling. I just really like the mochi and the dango. Just really love the consistency. So many G-pans today. So these are marinated veggies. Yasai no tsukemono. Nihonchi and mirin. So basically what we call sake and mirin. Tofu! Konyaku. I still have no fucking... gee, what the fuck is konyaku again? Why am I I'm not strange! I'm not strange, why are you calling me strange? They make low-calorie noodles. Ah! Okay. Okay. Naruhodo. Okay, let's continue. It's something fermented. With shroom and rice flour. Oh my god! Guys, remember how this fish looks like? I saw a live food was swimming in an aquarium. Fermented rice, nice. So you make sake with that? No wait, sake is a distilled product. Do you make wine with that? You make wine with that probably. Also means you could probably get wait, does that mean that you could get sugar with that? Could you get sugar with that from the fermentation process? I'm being baka. Anyway, fugu. Umendashi. Nori. Just citrus fruits. Matcha! So this is what it looks like raw. Raw, mama. I don't know, why did I have that idea? I was reading something. I was reading the Nobunaga no Chef, and there was something with fermentation. No, wait, it was not. No, it was not sugar. Wait. Right. He was looking for something to make the dough rice. So, what's the thing called in English again? The thing that you ate. Hefe. Hat Hefe gesucht. Ein Hefeersatz. What the fuck is Hefe in English? I forgot. What do you call it? Yeast! God fucking damn it. Yeah, I just started reading Nobunaga no Chef. I want to finish it this time because the manga is over. Also, there was apparently a live action, but it's no longer available any fucking where. Let me check. Nobunaga no Chef live action. Huh, you can watch it on Amazon. No, it's on a DVD. Also, I look at the cover of it and it makes me not want to watch it. It makes me not want to watch it. Because, what is this casting? Like, it looks like they tried to make it a comedy. And it's not. And, like, I get it. It would make sense that a modern day person would not necessarily have long hair, but that's not how the manga is. Like, come on, bro! Like, I do question how well it was made. Like, they have comedic moments, but it's mostly, like, serious. Soy products are goated. I hate soy milk. At least the one that you can buy in the store. Oh yeah. So while I was reading Nobunaga no Chef, I wanted to look up what kind of like history of Japanese cuisine. For apparently fanfic purposes, question mark. Sometimes I'm just sitting researching stuff and wonder why the fuck am I doing this? But it's also fun. Yeah, soy, like in boba tea, soy milk is fine. But I hate that it comes pre-sweetened from the store in the package. I hate whatever sweetener they use. Like, I remember I was fasting once because of something that I was doing for the sake of my mom. And by the 3rd day of my fast, I was ready to take that package of soy milk and fucking eat it through the window! Anyway, wakame is goated. Silly me. And then, like, I spotted this one while just walking. I don't even remember where the fuck I was walking, but I saw the naked ice cream. It was funny. They have lots of funny names. Wakame by my beloved. Indeed, Lucas. Country Lucas! Oh, yeah. So there is apparently in Sao Paulo, one of the best patisseries happens to be a Japanese patisserie called Ame, which also happens to be gluten-free. I think it's because, correct me, is it because the owner is celiac themselves? Yeah, it's pineapple and blueberries. The main chef is celiac. And they had like the bestest tea. The tea was so goated. It was black English breakfast tea with yuzu juice. I need to buy yuzu juice. I bought myself English breakfast tea, but I don't know where the fuck I can get yuzu tea here, yuzu juice here. Celiac no, celiac. Yes, always. Yeah, this one was really good. And then I also had this one. I don't remember what they're called, but I could make a ranking with them. Yeah, and the nice thing about this place is that it's not too sweet, which is like really nice. Oh, that is a Charlotte. Okay. It looks good and it tastes good, so I eat. So I think, like, let me make a list because there's gonna be more photos of this stuff coming up. So, tier list. I have 1 pineapple cake and 2 Charlotte. This is for now what we got. It's gonna be the cheer list. Yuzu juices, yeah. Charlotte, just like the witch from Madoka Magica. It was good. Then this was in the Rose's garden, Rose's house. It was like a colonial style house. Gee, remind me, I have completely forgot all of the history of this house, House of Roses. It was very nice, but like most of the interior was very empty. It's a preserved colonial style house. Ah, I see. So it's not anyone particularly particular, it's just preserved house. Yeah, the sad thing is they didn't really preserve much of the interior aside from walls and apparently the bathrooms. It was pretty interesting. In the sense how the kitchen was made and how there were like 2 bathrooms and the children's room and so on. It was pretty interesting. Naruhodo. So they have expositions inside. Yeah, and I assume the garden is usually more flowering in summer than in winter. With more roses and stuff. But you see, like, there's like skyscrapers and BAM! Preserved colonial house. Oh, there was a really cool hospital. It's apparently like a hospital that was founded by a priest, a nun, and a scientist, and they tried to like unite religion and science. Warhammer 40k, no. But the staff looked really, really cool. That sounds like a setup for a comedy sketch. I mean, just the exterior was really cool. I mean, look at these. This is dope as fuck. I Oh yeah, this was in the subway station. They had some like, really nice subway station stuff, and then they also had some expositions in the subway station. That was pretty cool. The subway stations are pretty well organized. More tea. Milkshake. Oh, this was the Museum di Peranga. This is one where I have the most photos of, which is like a historical museum with an interesting narration. It has a very beautiful garden. Like you have all these. How do I put it? It has an interesting motto, which is basically like we can't change history, but we can discuss it. And a lot of these paintings, for example, in the hall, were commissioned specifically with that goal. Like to discuss the way it's portrayed in history, how it was like portrayed at some point, with like these, I'm gonna sound racist as fuck. These white men that have arrived at the Amazonian River, fully undiscovered and unlived, and they're like here to discover this brave new world. Not that. It's very interesting how they frame it. There was this model. They also discuss how history used to frame things and how they... We need a seagull model for you. This reminds me of the time when I told my colleagues at work how apparently my laughter sounds like a window wiper and they could not fucking unhear it anymore. It used to be exactly as it was before, but then it was given to University of Sao Paulo to turn to real history museum. I mean, I shall take note of that and see if I can find somebody who can draw a gremlin seagull model. Suggestions, if you have anyone in mind who could do that, please send suggestion to me. You sound like a door that needs oil. Very... Oi! Oh yeah, there's like things like also discussing like paintings like these that were commissioned like 100 years from the fact, like 200 years from the fact. What? Hi Mirio! Eh? Do what? Commission a model of a seagull. Because apparently my laugh is very seagull-like. Finalist is Monkey D. Luffy on his way to become the pirate king. Stop! Stop! The one that's like, what was it? Freedom or death? Or what was the quote? Gee, what was the quote? He has a straw hat. Yes! But maybe it's Shanks! Sure! Freedom or death, yeah, okay. I remembered something, guys. My memory is not an entire... my memory space is not completely occupied by GJK. Imagine that. Yes, but he has 2 arms. Come on! At some point, Shanks had 2 arms. She's very young. Oh, this was an interesting, because it was a woman. And you know how history oftentimes treats women? Thing is, Brazil barely fought for independence because our first emperor after independence was the son of Portugal's emperor. Yeah, that was a really interesting part of the story. I would like to have Chi explain it, but the way it was explained to me is that the Portuguese royalty was very scared of Napoleon, so they moved the capital of the Portuguese Empire to Brazil. And then eventually the dad decided to go back, and the son said no. Like the combination between the uniform and the skirt thingy. I feel like it's not. I feel like it's more like part of the uniform. Gee, She's probably typing furiously. But yeah, there are more. The museum was so close. If the sun went back, the advancement Brazil earned would be lost. So him staying guaranteed Brazil wouldn't go back to being a pillaging colony. Oi! And apparently oi means hello in Portuguese. Ah, okay, the tea is very hot. Oh, I hear you guys really like this. Enemy! Puts the oi emoji in a whole new light. Yeah. Enemy! And this was the opening of it. Lots of school children, I guess. Honors mentioned, yes. Some historical coins. I'm gonna move on because I guess that photo had some reflections. This is a cheese mold. Some old news magazines. Oh, this was fun. Oh no, this is not the nature museum. This was part of the exhibition that still stayed there. I mean, this one is so. Look at this. Look at this. It looks like owl's eyes. This is like peak music ended. Why? Where's the music? Oh, this one. Yeah, let's go. Enemy! But apparently originally the museum was more of a nature museum rather than the historical one. Yeesh. Burps. Snake? Frog. No wait, is this already the nature museum? Because after that, I also went to the nature museum. Yeah, it's the nature museum. Bug. No, this is not the nature museum. This is the part of the exhibition that shows the old exhibition. Look at this. It's very big bug. Totemo big bug. Why the fuck am I talking like that? Why am I like this? It looks like nano. It looks like very big nano. It's a nano bug. A very big nano bug. It's very cute and shiny. Scarab. Or at least scarab, I don't know. But this is very big nano bug. Why am I like this? It's a very good question. I wondered a lot myself. Something childhood trauma, probably. Don't quote me on that. The historical music instruments, some architecture. Oh yeah, guys, tomorrow is by the way premiere. I don't know if I will stream tomorrow. I should get my life in order and do some recordings and get some commissions in order. But I don't feel like it. I feel like resting and writing fanfic. And it's a losing battle. Oh, this one is... I didn't copy much of the text, but I did want to keep this one. The paintings and sculptures you will see in this exhibition date from the 1890s onward, when the Republic had already been proclaimed in Brazil. The authorities that acquired these artworks for the museum wished to see relevant figures and episodes from Brazil's past, starting from the arrival of the Portuguese represented through them. But do you think that all the different social groups and figures from our past have the same prominence in these artworks? Does the history they tell consider the disputes and views on different characters have faced and clashed with each other throughout Brazil's history? Something childhood trauma, Lyria 2025. Yes, sounds like it. Yeah, I find the narrative really interesting. In this exhibition, you will also see paintings and a larger plaster model of the city of Sao Paulo from around 150 years ago. In them, you will notice that not all streets, people, or buildings of the city have been represented. These artworks were made based on the decisions about what should and should not be portrayed in them. As you walk through the rooms of this exhibition, you might interrogate the artworks that are displayed. Which characters have been chosen? What led the painters or sculptors to imagine the past in this way? And why do we recognize many of these images? We invite you to challenge these images as well as your own memory. They had school books! Dating pretty far back, or like history books. Yeah, I feel like basing history merely on paintings is... We have to remember... This one really brings it forward. We have to remember that paintings are not photographs. Paintings are paid for by people who have the money to pay for it. They're commissioned. And obviously the painter is going to paint what the commissioner paid them for. So that's always going to be biased. Admittedly, photographs can also be faked and biased. Oh yeah, some of the immigrants, I think, question mark. Plantation farms. More music instruments. Plantation farms, what the huh? Clearly, my brain is short-circuiting. Sugarcoat narrative tearing it all together, yeah! Factory. Yeah, I'm getting into the tired. Farm work was a big part, yeah. This is cotton, I think. Oh yeah, it's a coffee thing. G explain. It's a coffee thing. It's a coffee brewer thing. Oh yeah, guys. Coffee roaster. Do you sometimes, like, guys, do you sometimes, have any of you ever created OCs? Just asking. Because there's a fanfiction meme about, what do you do with your OCs? You give them your trauma! No, it's clear a touch with care thingy. This is a picture of a tree. It looked really cool, so I took it. I mean, I am my own. So the SE is SEing. Okay, I'm gonna check this in chat so you know what I mean. The self-insert is self-inserting. OC stands for original character. It's oh guys, remember how they talked about this in Vtuber history? Oh yeah, this is totally a branch now, Vtuber history. How when Vtuber first started, a lot of people confounded it with OCs, and so the original first Discord servers of Vtubers oftentimes had people who basically roleplayed their original characters on Twitter and stuff. Like not themselves as streamers, but yeah. Isn't very obvious to everyone. And yeah, it led to funny interaction because people got a little bit confused. But I mean, there are people who portray characters when they stream, and I think that's valid as long as it's like clear, I guess. Gone is mostly gone. I don't think I can. Obviously clear. VTubing is in character is so hard. Yeah, but also like I feel like sometimes when you like part of a corporation, you might have some sort of like behavior guidelines. Like when you're an idol, you have some sort of behavior guidelines when you work for a corporation. It's not the same as being in character, but it's like certain public persona that is mandated. Yeah, same. I mean, some people are fucking dedicated. Also, I don't stream that long, but my streams are short as fuck. I don't stream that long. It's a paka. I didn't see any live capybaras when I was there. It was terrible. It's dino. Look at its tiny chimkin arms. It's very chimkin. Oh, guys, we got shell. Yeah, this is a zoology museum. We got shells. Let's sink them. So many shells. So many shells to be sunk. Ooh, show copy. Show copy socks. Wanna see? Yeah, so much. If two can, so you can as well. Because the two can. And so you can. Question mark. Ayo, it's very pretty boy. The boy is very pretty. Hashtag not so good. Snake. Let me see if I can find a link. Yeah, more snake. No, only two can. Not me can. Or one can. Only two. More dino stuff. Mollusks. Om nom nom. Om nom nomnivore. Troglodytes, question mark. Fishes. Very lots of fishes. Oh yeah, this was the other butterfly collection. They're very pretty. Oh, let me check an off topic. I wanna see the puppy socks. Oh my god, it's so cute! And potato! Actually, I think there is an update for... Update ready. Okay, yeah, let's update Discord. Okay, there was like... This one made me think of fanfic stuff. Like, not fanfic stuff, but things I had thought about. Yeah, let's remove this. That was Spooky Chick. Nice flutter buys, yes. So... Should I talk about this? No. No, but there exists a museum in St. Petersburg, which is basically a collection of... let me see what's the English word for that. Because right now I only can think of the German one. But she just told her to translate it. Why are you not gonna say bizarre? Bizarre doesn't put it like negatively enough. Because it's basically preserved conjoined twin fetuses. Or conjoined twin heads. Just like that, in jars. Because somebody had a sick fascination with that shit. But there's a museum with that. Actually, if you put it, do you call it taxidermy if you put it in the jar and preserve it like that? Because I mean human ones. I think there was more stuff that was in jars, but the human ones are the ones that I remember. Yeah. And it made me think of the fanfic. I have not explicitly implemented it, but it was like a thought that occurred to me when thinking about character decisions. The shit you think of when you write a fucking fanfic. Okay. More preserved stuff. Look at it. Look at it. It's alien. It's alien. Snare. Big snare. More fishes. More bug. They're fucking huge. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at these gorgeous feelers. They're very big. Oh, another thing is like when you write an eldritch being, how an eldritch creature would think of how you would treat a bug. More bug. What the bloody fuck is this? Bro, why do you need so many? Bruh. What did evolution do to you? The fuck is evolution's problem here? Oh, there's a big boy. Oh yeah, alien shit. We should watch Alien series. Except I don't think I can watch the... I have not seen Romulus. I kind of want to see Romulus. I heard it's not that bad. No, GGK shit will be later. Cat. Freya! And do not touch the bear. Do not touch the bear. Hi, Muru-san! Konbi! Konbanwa! Genki desu ka? こんばんはとかって朝じゃない？朝でしょ？おはよう! Some more taxidermy stuff. Yeah, it's just a nature museum with monkey and more stuff. Derpy tigers. This motherfucker is very fascinating. This is like an anteater. Hi, 朝。朝とか。私もその時間で起きないよ。今日は来たんですけど、4時朝起きたんです。で、今猫4目？ Is it how would no? How the fuck would you count cats? I have 4 cats right now because I have the 2 from my mom. And before the alarm clock at 4:30, I had Felix come cuddle. And then Peter, it's more Freya. Yeah, this shit made me think, oh, this shit belongs in JJK. It's so bad that it's extinct. It's fucking great. Oh, this one was really well made. Picking up possums. The possums are really cute. Like in a disturbed drug addict sort of way. What the fuck am I talking? Guys, start censoring me. I'm too tired. Accidentally bring back to another city, getting abducted to another dimension. Yes. Exactly. まあ元気ですか？むでさん。Moth. Moth. Snake. Nah, no censoring. That only makes it better. Spooder! Oh, this is fucking... Corals. It's the shoe crab! It's the shoe crab! Yay! Shoe crab, shoe crab, shoe crab, shoe crab, shoe crab, shoe crab. A relative of the honk shoe crab. Very fine. We're on vacation. I was on vacation. I went to Brazil. ブラジルに行った。サオパウロで。で、今、写真見せます。はい。で、ブラジルって日本人がいっぱいあるよね。で、結構ミュージアムもある。美術館、言葉使わない美術。It's not art museums. そうよ。でもなんだか写真アップロードした時でthere's a museum, it's called Japanese Immigration Museum. I barely have any photos of that one, even though it was pretty interesting. What Fuji said. Brazil is the country with the most Japanese outside Japan. もう Japan Town もいるよ。Okay, these are kind of cuter, right? They're fluffy. The bloody fuck is this shit? The fuck you need that for? Evolution! Evolution, why? Why did you do this, evolution? The bloody fuck is this thing? people. Why? Why evolution? Why? It doesn't even look like a scorpion. It looks like a fucking spider from my fucking nightmares. Daddy or mommy long legs. Now we have scary long legs. Yes. Legs so long they could do. This one would be a great model. He could run on the runway. Very impressive. Like, very impressive genetics, sir. 怖いよね。スコルピオもいる。彼多分もうスコルピオけど、グモに似てるよね。Okay, crocodile, snake. Oh, this was in Japantown. There was like a temple. There were like lots of Japanese food places. There was also boba tea, and I got her an allergic reaction to it. So boba tea places. Well, ow, 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 ow. Oh yeah, the ow, ow, ow is. So Gon decided she's gonna jog during her vacation, you know? Because walkies as a tourist is not enough. And at some point I was in a rush to get back and I decided to fight the pavement. What basically happened is I slipped up on even ground and I fell down while I was crossing the street. And like scabbed my arm, my knee, and have what do you call them? What do you call them? I keep forgetting what you call them. Bruises. Right, those are called bruises. And bruises on my shoulder and my hip. It looked great. I had blood everywhere. Oh, you guys, you know the interesting part about being in Sao Paulo is that unlike, like, how do I put it? Everyone assumed I could speak Portuguese. And I could not. Like, I had so many people show up, start talking to me. Like, partially I would understand from context. Like, on one day, in one park, I went to the Upper Museum. Upper Museum? Is it what it was? Like Afro Brazil History Museum that's in the park, and I forgot what I was going with that thought. Oh yeah, right. I could understand some of the things that were written in descriptions in Portuguese because that was only in Portuguese. The Brazil population is so mixed that no one would imagine anyone is a foreigner no matter how they look. That's a really interesting part, I think. And it's always like, I'm really sorry. But it helped me during the other concert waiting line. Because unlike in Düsseldorf, the people were very proactive. There were lots of bootleg merchandise sellers. I bought a bootleg Ado plushie because that one was no longer on sale. That was no longer available. The one from the old concert. The one that I named Booty. Because she's my Chinese bootleg daughter. But they were very, very aggressive in their sales. And the only reason why I could stand it was because I don't fucking understand a single word they're saying, so I can't tune them out. This is so terrible. But like, the food stalls made sense, right? Because there would be a really long waiting line. And I think it's really cool how the vendors were there really early. They anticipated that the fans of Ado are fucking batshit crazy. So, G and I, we arrived at before 12. We were in the VIP line and we were far from the first people there. It was not as bad as Düsseldorf because we arrived earlier and we were prepared as fuck. With a yoga mat and pillows to sit on and gluten-free sandwiches packed. But yeah, it's Düsseldorf. Actually, genetics-wise, Brazil is the most mixed country in the world on a genetic level. Yeah, we managed to get lots of merch. I have some merch pictures later on. But yeah, they also have a maid cafe there. But anyway, there was actually I don't think I have many pictures from Japantown that got uploaded. Like, I tried to upload everything onto the Google Drive from my phone, so it's easier to get it onto my PC. But clearly there's a shit ton of stuff missing, I don't know why. But yeah, I got another t-shirt. I got the pen light. I keep calling it light stick, but it's like a pen light. You can see it had a rose inside of it. And I really liked the original light stick from Ado's very first concert that she ever did. Big one. That had like a rose glowing inside of an orb. And I thought like, okay, at least this one is nice. Amoras! And then me! And then me! And then me! We were talking about you. Yes. It's good that you joined now because I was yapping about DDK for the first 20 minutes. And apparently I wrote, how many I said? 15 pages in my Capybara notebook and like 7 to 10 more in the other notebook that I can't find anymore. Yeah. Yeah, this is the only stuff that survived from the Japanese museum photos. Like, I stood there for an hour taking pictures of the crafts because I found it really fascinating and I needed it for research on fanfic about how things were made by hand. So as you guys can see, this is the entire thing that I have. Hands should express the knowledge. Mind should be clear and breathing should be tranquil. It was pretty interesting because like the art of making things by hand is getting lost because of our industrialization, and I think it's worthwhile to preserve it. No. Because I feel like making a recording would have been disrespectful. So I just took pictures. But there is some stuff, like, again, G probably remembers more. How apparently, I posted some pictures before, from when I was there, on Discord. But apparently, the immigration started pretty early. Was it in 1918 or was it in 1908? Like, it was right after Meiji period started. They already, some people from Japan already started planning going to Brazil to colonize places. And it was really planned. They had like companies, like something kaisha, several ones opened to do that, to make people go there and colonize the land, build communities, farm the land, stuff. They should have gone to Liechtenstein instead. No, but the idea was to go there, colonize the land, make money, come back rich. I was telling the server about bleaching and the newspaper earlier today. Oh, were you? I missed it. But the bleaching thing is so fucked up. The bleaching thing is so fucked up. Sheesh! You know what the other fucked up thing is? So apparently, our great colonizers thought, well, they learned from what they learned in North America, where initially, they didn't realize that the diseases that they're immune to, the native population of that they're not immune to them. That shit fucks them up. Well, what G told me was apparently that the colonizers of by the time they reached the South America, they were like, oh yeah, we can use this as a biological weapon. Like, they use their clothes to bring infectious diseases that they are mostly immune to the native population, and that fucked me up. I was like, I shouldn't be surprised. I should not be surprised, but it was still like, I'ma slap a bitch. I would like to go back to history and slap a bitch. Yeah, but originally, like the very first, I thought, like the very first, when they arrived, they didn't know that that would happen. Like the initial thing. It still fucked me up, okay? I was like... ah! That was basically me. Inside. Like, it's logical that when they wanna, like... Yeah. I see the logic behind it, but still. And then the Japanese Museum Immigration had the newspaper saying that there was a risk of Japanese immigrants having children. That would be a disaster. Yeah, that was wild. The past is fucking wild. I'm like, yeah, that's humanity. We're so surprised. I wasn't thinking about it, Anoras. Like, yeah, it makes sense when you think about the humanity. But it's like still, like the shit humans do is I have no words for us. I have no words for us humans. Oh, really? I can't see it for some reason. By how bad bleaching description is. Yeah, it's bad. But the interesting part that made me realize, I first met that concept in literature. Which is, I promoted that webtoon before. It's called Suture Armor, I believe. And that was done to fairies from humans with the goal to make fairies disappear by exactly the concept of bleaching. And then I realized, oh, the author probably based it on that. And I'm like, ugh. Humanity, I'm just like... You know, sometimes I think like humans aren't too bad, but then I learn about shit and I was like, you know what, no. We can only hope that we can be better. We still should read up on the Belgian and Congo, and the Belgians had lots of yeah, when I'm mentally capable of that. No one thinks like that today, right? Humans are space orcs is a very cool genre of sci-fi. Unfortunately, history is a lot less flattering. Yeah, history shows us lots of fucked up shit. Like, the problem is that once you learn about it, like you get their logic, but you're also like, bro, this is fucked up shit. Stop. Stop, bro. Hi, Resetting Bro. Hi. I mean, technically, we're discussing the part of the human history where you just want to go back in time and slap a bitch. Where Gon is blissfully unaware of all the crimes humanity has committed against itself. And I am not sure I want to know all of them today or tomorrow. Maybe in small doses, so that I don't fucking despair. Because Jesus fucking Christ on a popsicle. Yeah. No, my current toggle of expression described my look when she told me about the stuff. And like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, humanity. I did not plan this one through. Anyway, let's more paper making. Anyway, language, Japanese immigration. Yes, because don't give me depression before I go to sleep. Bye-bye, Lisa. Thank you so much for dropping by. Probably ends on Rizuri. Rizuri of whom? You know, there's this thing where I keep thinking that humanity... The reason why humans are so stupid is because humans can't grasp in their entirety the sheer cosmic horror of mankind's existence. Like when you just take the food industry for one, the kind of bullshit that humanity has done to the food industry, to the nature, to the world around them, is already insane. And then we look at the shit that humanity does to itself, and I keep thinking of this concept that just mankind is basically as a collective an eldritch entity. It's just that the individuals, in order not to go insane from the realization, they're cut off. But as a collective, we are an eldritch entity. I need to write a story about that. Psst, that would be funny. What do you guys think? Yeah, this is really cool, right? Patterns with paper. Okay. So here the guy is pre-painting the picture. Then the colors get mixed. I mean, we're triggering a mass extinction event by ourselves. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Where even if we survive, we'll take a lot of life with it. Mankind isn't incomprehensible. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we also cause mass extinction of other species. And because mankind as a whole is so utterly incomprehensible, that's why I'm saying that we're an eldritch entity. We were the true eldritch monstrosity all along! Lovecraft ain't got no shit! I mean, not will, we are taking species. Exactly. So I'm saying, Lovecraft ain't got no shit on mankind. It happened to... Bruh, where are the dodos? What happened to the dodo birds? Where are the Japanese wolves? Where's the rest of the shit that we drove to extinction before we knew it? I agree, humanity is inherently evil. I don't think so. I don't think humanity is inherently evil. I actually believe that for the majority part, most people are decent. Or rather, maybe we're conditioned to think of ourselves as not inherently evil because otherwise we're not gonna cope. No, I think it's like, I don't think humanity is inherently good or evil. I'm saying humanity is beyond human comprehension. Most people just don't care if they think it doesn't affect them negatively. The thing is, I believe that humans have a limited capacity to care for things. Because also, a lot of things we do try to care about, like caring takes such an effort that you can't care about every single issue in the world. It's not possible. You're just gonna tear yourself apart. So, yeah. It just is. Guys, we need to move on. We're moving into danger zone. Where Gone is gonna get cancelable on YouTube. But I'm saying human nature is incomprehensible by humans themselves. Which is why I keep saying humans are the true eldritch beings as a collective. I don't know why there's suddenly instruments here, and suddenly there is a stroganoff here. But it was delicious. Okay, I guess the Japanese museum is over. What the fuck? Why are the pictures are... Anyway, aquarium! Punch. The true aliens on the Nostromo were the friends who made along the way. Oh my god. Wait, sir. it is true, but is that like humans have a limited capacity to care for things. You can't care about every single issue. Like, I wish I could, but I alone, like, we're programmed to survive. We're programmed to survive, right? And so that's what we're gonna do. And I'm not gonna survive if I read the newspaper because I know it affects me emotionally so much. I can just do small things. Like, the way I work in pharma industry makes me feel like I am contributing to the general well-being of humanity. Which is why I get up and go to work. And that's good enough for me. If I tried, it's gonna sound very sad, but like, it's in a way to protect myself because I did try and I was very miserable. And my time on this earth, as is yours, is very limited. And I'd rather not spend it in misery. Maybe it makes me weak, but it's my way of thinking that it's a healthy way to go about life. Meow. I don't know what you guys think about it. Because at the end of the day, if it's like a small kindness, something that does... Here's the thing about concept of kindness. Like, what do you qualify as selflessness and kindness? A lot of times I feel like small kindnesses are a great contribution. Like holding a door open for someone, if someone accidentally dropped their groceries, you help them pick them up. Or maybe it's just a very small thing. Just something that, what the fuck, why didn't die? Yes. Just something small that you just give to another person. Like a small kindness. Even if it's not something that, like, you're not really breaking a sweat, you're not going bankrupt for it, it's just a small thing. But it makes somebody else's day brighter, and so maybe they do something similar for somebody else. Like kind of a baton pass of kindness. And I think that already makes a lot of difference. Does this make sense to you guys? Maybe it's very naive and hopeful, but like, I'm not looking forward to being depressed, okay? I don't want to live my life in depression. I've been there, done that! Been there, done that, guys. I don't want to trauma dump on you guys, but been there, done that. Is my stream still live? Because it's bugging for me. Test! Is the stream still live? Okay, looks like it's still live. No, not the live! What do you mean? What do they mean? Oh yeah, as I said, maybe it makes me weak to some people, but this is my way with coping with life. Is that like, I can do what I can do, as it's said with me working for pharma industry. This is why I wanted to work in pharma industry. Because it makes me feel like I have a purpose. It was a thing that I always considered, like, being a cog in the machine. I don't have to be the person that makes great discoveries in science. I am fine with just being a small cog in the machine that makes the lives of others more bearable. By maybe in my past workplace, I was doing quality control, so like for stability studies of certain products in development before they got submitted for a patent. Obviously, they needed to also showcase that the products were stable under which conditions and all that, and for approval with FDA and stuff. So, because a lot of them targeted diseases that had no proper treatment until now, it It made me happy. And it made me happy that the company, instead of simply giving us things like you do this and this, also had us like have some small kickoff presentation slides where they talked about, oh, for this customer we're doing this, and this is the disease that the customer wants to tackle with this medicine and development. And it made me really happy. This is funny because remember that in JJK where Yuji goes like, I'm just a cog in the machine? It made me feel like, yeah, so am I. And honestly, it's good enough for me. I don't need to, as I said, be this great pioneer. I'm fine with just being a small thing that contributes to a larger whole. I'm sorry guys, I just became so sad about talking right now. About the, stuff, and I don't want to feel like humanity is inherently evil, because I see people and they're good to each other. Yes, maybe humans are selfish and a little bit stupid and silly, we all are. But I want to believe that everyone has capacity for doing good. Just as everyone obviously has capacity of doing evil, but I feel like on a day-to-day basis, people mostly choose good. Anyway, let's continue. Aquarium! Croc! Albino croc. Iguana. It's very pretty, right? Anyways, Brazil! Right! I'm sorry! Fish? It had a really weird eye. Look at it! Axolotl! More croc! Look, it's cute noodles. Very cute noodles. See? There's a noodle head and there's a noodle head. This is the business end of a snake. She's so cute. Look at this danger noodle. It's very cute. And the other one's just lying there. It's a cutie. Another croc. He was not moving. I was wondering if he was a statue. More fishes. Yeah, the thing about the aquarium is like it was like 50% aquarium, 50% restaurants. It's getting steppies. Yes, exactly. This motherfucker. I was telling G that like every aquarium has at least one of these guys, like a fish that weirdly attaches itself to the frontal glass and it's just hanging there like this. I was expecting to find more, but this was the only guy. Because like in the Basel Zoo, there's also a fish part, and there were like a lot of fishes doing that. Of course, I can had a shrimp only. It's the first restaurant. Yeah, the shrimp made this rice. And it's the funniest thing apparently. Like you go to aquarium and then you get to eat fish. I guess it's kind of morbid, but at the same time it makes me think like it's kind of delusional in a way. Because like, where the fuck do you think that fish comes from? Like, where do you think your salmon comes from? Yeah, it was a living fish a while ago. Where do you think your beef comes from? It used to move and skip over a meadow a while ago. I think it's like it's interesting to read mangas like Young Bride stories where they actually go into the daily lives of the people in the past. No, it came from the beef tree, exactly. And they had like in one of the later volumes where they were preparing a feast, they had a sequence where they basically, how do you say it? I don't want to say slaughtered because it's the wrong term, but they basically prepared a lamb, like a nutstier, for the feast, and they were very gentle and very careful about it. And that is how people used to live. Like, you lived with the animals, you cared for them, and there are ways to treat an animal with respect even when you eat it, in my opinion. And I feel like the disconnect with people between the beef you get in the supermarket and the beef you see mooing on on a meadow is not the most healthy. The way we're at it. I don't know how to feel about it. Yeah. Anyway, fishes. Snake. This motherfucker. Being very silly. Look at him, he's so silly. More fishes. Catfish. You've been catfished. Koi. A very eepy sleepy seahorse. More fishes. Oh no. Even more fishes. This motherfucker. This thing was huge. What's more, you could also like really look into its mouth, and it was very interesting. Like, I was like, when I want to do this thing with the hands, like, open up wider. I want to see how your insides look like. But yeah, the thing that made me just also think, as a child, I had gone fishing with my grandparents, and we did catch some fish. And hi, Hanks! And I do remember, like, Grandpa took the fish, slapped its head over a rock to, you know, kill it. And he did, like, open it up, take out the fins, not the fins, what? I forgot what. I keep forgetting what they're. This is embarrassing. Give me a second. Gills? Gills! Yes! Swim bladder and gills. And organs. And then we salted the fish, like marinated it in salt. Like hanged it up to dry in salt, and it was very delicious. Look at this motherfucker. Shark! Sea urchin! Patrick! More fishes. Oh hey, look, it's Nemo! More fishes. Oh yeah, this part where it's suddenly, the aquarium suddenly becomes a zoo. Look at this silly guy. It's Timon! But no Pumbaa. Yeah, suddenly the aquarium became a zoo. That was interesting. And like, there were like 3 restaurants inside of this thing. Oh yeah, this one was silly. I couldn't really get much of a better picture because it was lunchtime, so all the animals were eepy sleepy. Look at them. They're very eepy sleepy. These are fruit bats. And kangaroos. Also very eepy sleepy. So for this guy, he's hungry. Oh, this was a merch store. I don't know why the snake is so funny, but it's like really huge. Oh yeah, this was the mama bear. So the mama bear recently gave birth, so she was like, I'm so fucking done with life, let me rest. Then there was this boy. He was doing the equivalent of gone joggies, except belly up, and I don't know why he's doing that. There he goes, the boy! Oh, and this thing. Apparently this was a VR, virtual reality ride, but I was like, no. Ah yes! The park and the nutty Bavarian. first naked ice cream, now we have the Nutty Bavarian. Frozen Yogo Nutty! I didn't get anything from there. But yeah, it made me laugh. This is the park where there's the Afro-Brazil History Museum. Also close to the Modern Art Museum that I did not go into. Try these Nutty Bavarians! And it had cherry blossoms. And fish. This is from a bridge in the park. But look how much fish there is! There is so much fish! You could fish and eat! Fish and chips? Forgot the end of it. Yo! Man, it's really pretty. A very big park with lots of like joggers and touristy stuff. Lots of parks have like security there, obviously, for obvious reasons. Like the one I went jogging in had people like opening hours from 5 to 9, I think. And they had security people and I did. Oh yeah, coconut water. So I tried coconut water here in Switzerland once, and I did not understand why the fuck would you drink that. And when I opened this thing and started drinking it, my first assessment of the taste was, it tastes green. It's like the color green. Like it was nice it wasn't sweetened, and the more I drank it, the more it gained like nuanced flavor, but I'll never forget that my first reaction to this thing was it tastes green. It tastes like grass, I guess. Oh yeah. Oh. This was where G and I met up, and among these, only the powder acacia were gluten-free. But they were like the best powder acacia I had during the entire trip. It was a really like grand restaurant. Oh yeah, knife. Because you know, whenever you go to a restaurant, usually you have like a flimsy knife, but no, this is a meat place. I got some tea. I sank my lemon, and then the meat arrived. Was a very Swiss prices for real. So there was grilled salmon, and she said that this is like beef from a very like typically Brazil cut. Please type in the thing that what's it called? Picanha, yeah, picanha. Look at this. It looks so much more rosier, but it's not as deep as deep a color. Like this is what it looks more like. And it was really good. It was like ridiculously good. It like melted in your mouth. And you guys know that I have a thing with textures, and usually I don't like fat on meat. Like I don't like fat on meat, but like I could eat this one. And that's what I'm saying. Like when I say I'm not good with textures, meaning it makes me throw up. And there are certain textures that are like make me throw up. And it truly melts. It's the only time where I could eat fat on meat. Because usually I just need to remove it because I can't stand the texture. Hi Kandri, hi. And I apologize to everyone about that. Yeah, it's like the texture of cooked cabbage that I also can't eat. It makes me gag. When the feeling of two firm layers of plant gliding along the soft layer, like my teeth biting into it, and then the layers of gliding along each other. Yeah, but it was really good. And there was this thing made of potato question mark mixed with butter question mark. Apparently it was very buttery. It was very light. Did it have mandioca in it? Jay, did it have mandioca in it? Oh, so it is a type of potato. Oh, and this is another thing from Amei. This was my favorite. I already have a picture of it like this. Not really mandioca, but a different truth thingy. So this was my favorite at Amei. It's like a choco gel covered that there's some pineapple stuff and there's like a gluten-free chocolate cake under it. And it looks like it would be very heavy and chocolatey, but it is very light. It's surprisingly very light. And this is like my number one. Gee, do you remember what this thing is called? Because I need to type in, because then... This is how's it going. We're updating the tier list. Choco pineapple thing. The pineapple thing. Chocolate intimate. Yeah, I think it was something like that. Intimate. Chocolate intimate. And then I had a shoe cream, which was... It was a shoe cream. I don't know, I would rate it approximately the same level as Charlotte. Because it had like some sugar on the crust, and I feel like it would have been better without. But it was very, very good. And not too heavy. This was a decoration, it doesn't get rated, but it's cute. So this was more of it. Charlotte the user, and I can't fucking read this, but it was also chocolate cake. I tried it too. It was not bad, but it didn't stand out to me much. I'd rate it actually below. The other chocolate thing. Peak. Chocolate tart. Okay. It was much heavier than the intimate. See this thing. This is what they look like. They look really cute and they're really delicious. I did not try tiramisu. Didn't have enough opportunities to go there. Then I think I tried this one and this one as well. But they're like all approximately the same. I'd say let's say pineapple cake was a bit better. Then we had the strawberry cake and just generally berry cake. Oh yeah, strawberries in Brazil are called morango, and I was like, is there a special meaning to it? I asked G, is there a special meaning to why it's called morango? Because you know, in lots of languages, I don't know why it's called strawberry, but erdbeeren. No, this is the beeren even the erdegel. And then there is Russian, which says zemlyanika, meaning that the berry gets so heavy that it bows its head towards the earth, towards the ground. So I'm like, is there like any logic? I'm sure strawberry also has a logic. So I was like, is there a logic why it's called morango? Because when I hear morango, I think mango. It comes from Vulgar Latin moranicum, which means fruit from the Amoreira. And the fuck is the Amoreira? But thank you for looking it up, Fuji. Because I just forgot. Again, we didn't have matcha cake. The chocolate cake was kinda eh. You know what, I'd probably place it below. Above chocolate tart, but below. 5, chocolate cake. And chocolate tart as the last one. So this is my tier list. Strawberry tree. Naruhodo. So very much recommend chocolate etame, the pineapple cake, the rest of the cakes. Charlotte chocolate cream, they're good, but like compared to chocolate entremet, they're just good. Everything is very good, but like chocolate entremet. Yeah, then I also went to a classical concert that was free at this Loose station. If you like coffee, the tiramisu cake is divine. Understandable, tea is big on coffee. It was a very pretty station. They even had a big band. And there was also a park. We didn't take pictures there. But we went to the Portuguese language museum. That is where I learned about the humanity. And also lots of different languages mixing into Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, yes. Yeah, it's a really pretty train station. This one makes you think of Europe, right? Like of Britain. The British. Oh yeah, they had a typo. Oh, I just realized. I can see it. The letter was torn. It's not a typo. So they had multiple languages where you could listen in, and this was supposed to be Russian. And I just realized on the photo, because I didn't realize in the dark, because it's pretty dark, that there is actually a tear here. It's damaged. It's not a typo. There goes Pusso. Please don't bonk me. Yeah, that was the part. It was very beautiful. And the Big Ben. I'm not gonna say the stuff. And of course, was this in Japantown? The Naked Nuts? No, this wasn't supermarket. This wasn't supermarket. The Naked Nuts. We had the Nutty Bavarian. We had the Naked Ice Cream and the Naked Nuts. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was, I think it was Sunday, but I was fucking starving. So I just fuck finding a gluten-free place. Fries will do. I feel like I skipped over some. Oh yeah, guys. This is something amazing. I've been telling this at my workplace, but you know how you can get crepes? Crepes. The pancakes, the flat pancakes, the crepes. Usually as fast food in some places. In Switzerland and especially Germany is where I usually see them. With Nutella, with strawberries, with apple mousse, right? Just post it on the server. So at that Luz station, there was a place. I mean, there were multiple places, but that's the one I got it from. There was this thing with the mandioca flour, right? Apparently, which is gluten-free. So I was like, oh my god, I could eat a pancake with Nutella and strawberries for such a long time in my life. I've been missing it all. I've been eating lots of sweets in Brazil because gluten-free. Anyway, and the fun thing is like you go. I was very hungry. I devoured it without taking pictures. The fun thing is usually when you look at crepe, they just take the dough, the liquid thing, the liquid mixture, and they pour it on the pan and they even it out. The fun part about mandioca flour was, so I'm just standing there watching her. The lady opens up the container, takes out the mandioca flour, and by that I mean the dry powder flour, puts it into the pan, and that's just it. And then she heats up the pan. And then she flips it, and it's already connected as a one piece. Food chemistry is fucking amazing. Like, there was no water, no liquid, no milk, no nothing added, and she just puts this dry thing on there, and then she flips it, and it's fucking insane. As a European, it's fucking wild, bro. And so, I had a mandioca flour pancake with Nutella and strawberries. I feel I have fulfilled my girliness quota in sweets. Yes, it's base as fuck. Oh yeah, I also tried Pasoka? Pasoka I think it's called. It's like Erdnuss. Peanuts with sugar on ice cream. It was supposed to be something else because it was a Hello Kitty collaboration, but they ran out of it because it was in the evening, and I feel like it goes really well with the ice cream. Oh, I brought the pasokita to my colleagues at work, and none of them made the same association as I did. Because have any of you tasted halva? Which is like usually Turkish. It's a Turkish type of sweet. And consistency-wise, and even a little, not really taste-wise, but mostly consistency-wise, it tastes like halva. Like the texture tastes a lot like halva. That was like my first association. Oh yeah, GGK Gacha! I bought Daiso empty! The last day, I dropped by Daiso again to check if they still had any left or if they restocked on the shopping floor. None! I bought them empty of the GTK gacha. And this was my lucky draw. Like, ignore this fish. But like, look, I got them. And I got them all together. Also, I just love it. Jujutsu Kaisen Shibuya incident. And I'm just having ice cream on this. What the bloody fuck, bro? Yeah, I saw a Daiso and they had GGK gacha in it and I'm just like... I'll take your entire stock! Yeah, I also have a keychain somewhere. I have not finished unpacking the merch. I have a keychain somewhere where I had cubed Gojo. Like, I unpack it and I'm just like holding my head in hands being like, what is my gacha luck? Why do I have cubed Gojo? What the fuck is this? Why would it even occur to anyone to make a keychain with cubed Gojo? Why the fuck? What the fuck? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you do this to me? And then I opened the pin, the button thing, and it's the uncubed Gojo, and I'm just like sobbing there. Oh yeah, this is also like apparently very Brazilian treat. It's also gluten-free. This thing on top is not chips, it's cheese, and this is cheese, and below it is smashed potatoes with sausage. That was very good. Very filling. This is Italian soda, which is basically soda with syrup. Yeah, look at it. And oh yeah, we tried for Lyria, but it became Lyrian. And I mean Starbucks is Starbucks everywhere. Escondinho. Okay. Oh yeah, Ado concert time. This is the bootleg Ado with the Ado themed butterfly. And it was the warmest day, and of course I was wearing black. I was wearing a black skirt, a long black skirt with long black pantyhose, and my life was suffering. Oh yeah, this was the funniest thing, like we got to talk to some people and suddenly somebody was passing this thing around in the crowd. I have no fucking idea what this is. Why? Why is this even? But it was funny. Yeah, I need to wrap up. Because the crowd was very, very energetic and they cheered like at everything. There was a girl who was dressed as Miku passing by and they cheered. There was a bus passing by, they cheered. They had like a preview for like, you know how they have like sometimes on displays like programs when who is having a concert? And it's usually like, it's a slide, it's a like looped slide presentation. And every time Ado came along they would cheer. They were very spirited. Oh yeah. Got the merch. Obviously it's the only photo that I took. The concert was delayed for 40 minutes, which was suffering. I don't know, it seemed like technical difficulties. But it was really great. Oh, this is Arthur. Arthur is now scratching at the door demanding I go sleep. Well, we're wrapping this up slowly. And no, the concert was really great. I loved how she sang Chandelier. I was like, oh, I don't know this song. And then as the part that I do know, the chorus comes along, and I'm like, oh much shit. Like, it was not a bad surprise. It was like, why were you surprised? And I was like, well, last time she did not sing any Western songs, so I was surprised. But yeah, it was peak, and she sang lots of the newer songs that I also liked, which are the L. Value, and I don't know why I like this song. Musically speaking, it's boring as fuck, but I like it. I'm sorry. Gold, which is a Beyblade opening, ending, I don't know. It's related to Beyblade. But I For some reason, I like the song. You know, sometimes like I've got a song planned for my next anniversary that I need to align with my mixer on because she's gonna be remaking the instrumental, and I'm like, Nara, I don't know who to go to with a song to because it's I don't know many instrumentalists who are good with remaking guitar. And it's not a very difficult song. Musically speaking, it's basic as fuck, and lyrics are basic as fuck. But as of late, like especially after I was stressed about my job change, listening to it was really like uplifting. It's called Girls Don't Cry. And it's like, it's okay, it's basic as fuck, musically speaking. It's still good, I like the lyrics, it makes me feel good, so I'm gonna sing it. G very much liked the live arrangement. The band was hype. The bass guy was hype as fuck. Like, I know apparently the guitarist was a very big name, but the bass guy fucking slayed. Oh yeah, this was another meal. It's made with pão de queijo, so it's gluten-free. And this is pineapple pepper jam. And it's not melon soda. It's a sadness. It's the Vtuber bao. It's the bao place. Oh yeah, these I bought from my mom. I gave it to her. She hasn't opened it yet because she's leaving tomorrow for her holidays, and you have to consume it in like in a month, which is why I also have 4 cats. Because she's leaving tomorrow, not because you need to consume this in a month. I'm sorry. So yeah, pão de queijo coming in crutch, yes. And yeah, this is the part where I was jogging. That's a really beautiful mural, question mark? Graffiti mural. So yeah, this is where Gon fought the pavement. The battle of Lyria versus the pavement, dated 2025. Please don't give it to the cats. The what? The dulce de leche? Oh, this was so funny! I called it condensed milk. And G was offended. Everyone was offended. But the funny thing is, to make brigadeiro, I'm gonna make brigadeiro for my work colleagues on Sunday evening. And I need to get condensed milk. And I was in a pretty big store, supermarket store. And originally we had like conservendosen, like we had conserves with condensed milk. They no longer sell them, and they no longer sell dulce de leche either, apparently. At least not in that store, and it was a pretty big one. I found condensed milk in a fucking tube. That was all that I found. I am fucking offended. It's like calling Spätzle the Austrian mac and cheese. It is not wrong, but it's offensive. I explained to my mom what it is, and she's like, oh yeah, it's condensed milk. God and her family offending the entirety of Brazil. I'm sorry. No, but it tastes good. It tastes good. It tastes like condensed milk. But brigadeiro tasted great, especially the one made with Lindt. I bought the same Lindt chocolate. And I hope the tube condensed milk is not fucking bullshit, because it looks like bullshit to me. And then they had like a different package, but it said like unsweetened condensed milk. I was like, no, I need to do the sweetened one. The sweetness needs to be cancelled by the chocolate bitterness. The same process of making condensed milk, but you cook it for 48 hours or more. So yeah, tubed condensed milk is this fucking wild, bro. I hope this works out. I'll find it out on Sunday. Maybe if I have the mental presence to do it, I will try to record it on a camera. I don't know, I need to see. I'm feeling still very tired. I hope I can make this shit work. Oh yeah, wow. Some milkshake. That was a chocolate cake with a tea. The morango cake. And that was my flight back. I finally watched the Iron Giant. I finally know where the art meme is from. It's so wild because it like portrays a time that's like I wasn't even born at the year that the movie plays it, because the language is so very, very old. The slang that the children use is so very old. It's so funny. It's so funny. I discussed with another person the other day because like people talk about skibbity and shit, but you listen to the language they used in the 60s and you're just like, huh? The fuck the kids are talking about in the past? I don't know this either. And I like every generation has their own brain rot words and stuff, so like get over yourself. Yeah, it was a good movie. And yeah, this is it, folks. I think. Yeah. We did it, guys! We survived the Brazil trip. Oh yeah, fun part. I arrived in Rome and I had a 2-hour delay for the Europe flight. I made it home by like 11. So it was still enough. Like the trains were still going. Because the last time when the Düsseldorf bullshit happened, that one dopamine where I was flying back by airplane, I could not make it home. I barely made it to my mom's place. It was like the last train to get to my mom's place. I was not making it home. But yeah. I hope this was interesting for you guys. I hope I'm not getting cancelled. The flight was such a disaster. Yeah. Yeah, see you guys around. Tomorrow, I wonder if I'll try to make a waiting room tomorrow morning. What do I think of Brazil? It was a very interesting experience because it is a much younger country, so it is a very different experience from what I used to. And different is good in the sense like it's a new experience, and we all human beings learn new things with new experiences. So I enjoyed it. It was good. The people were very friendly. The mentality was very interesting. The museum, the Ipiranga Museum, was probably my favorite because it had like a very interesting narrative that led people to question things, like to consider it from a different angle than the one that's dictated. I found the Japanese Immigration Museum also to be very interesting. In a way, it also had me going like, oh well, humanity is humanity. At some point during, so it had like 3 floors. The first floor was like the initial thing before the World War II. Then there was the part what happened during the World War II to the immigrants, and then there was the part after World War II. And that was also very interesting. The fact that I had an allergic reaction to boba tea was crazy. Like, it's like, trigger warning, it's gonna sound disgusting, but my digestive system took a week to recover after the bubble tea. It was that bad. Like, Anoras, are you still around? Remember when we got the bubble tea in Basel? And I had to sit down for like half an hour because I was not feeling well. Apparently, what she told me, this is an allergic reaction because I was not getting any air. Oh yeah, no, but no, the thing is, it's not just Japantown. The majority of JJK merch is cursed. Like, a dopamine was, like, there was some cute merch, like the catified Sadosugu and catified Choco. Like, that shit was cute. But if you looked at apparel merch, even a dopamine with JJK, it just wasn't good. Like, it was so edgy. Why is it so edgy? I really don't think JJK is edgy. Why is it so edgy? Like, why would you buy such edgy merchandise for JJK? Is it edgy? Is it edgy among younger people? Because JJK is basically a Buddhist fanfiction. Why is it so edgy? Buddhism isn't edgy! Powdered milk is often produced in places that also process gluten stuff. Yeah, that's what I was also thinking, Fuji. That was my thought process, because... Is it? Is it though? Because I really don't feel like it's edgy. Oh my god. Huh? I don't see it as edgy. Really? Is that how people perceive JJK? Like it has such deeper themes about life and psychology and philosophy stuff. Whew. Whew. Okay. Don't cut yourself on the edge, bro. As edgy, the edge is as sharp as a Sukuna's cleave and dismantle. Let's fucking go! We started with JJK, we end with JJK. Later starts by having to watch his friends almost get torn apart by monsters and then proceeding to eat said monsters. Is that edgy though? I think... Is that edgy though? Am I just not going along with it? It's not? I don't think that's edgy. Edgy is like when a guy is force posturing as cool and mysterious. And like, nobody does that? Like the cringy kind of edgy. Because edgy is when it's like pretentious. No. The pretentious kind of cool and mysterious. That's edgy. The pretentious kind. But JJK doesn't feel pretentious. No, Colin, we're talking about the normal kind of edgy. Okay, guys. I still wish there were less edgier t-shirts of JJK because none of that shit I can wear. The wildest thing was the... a lot of this merch was also bootleg as fuck. Like there was a t-shirt I took a picture of and it was a... Ah! So whoever made that t-shirt bootleg art has no fucking idea of JJK because it was wrong on so many levels. I guess I don't know what edgy is. You guys gotta teach me because I really don't see JJK as edgy. I guess it's because I've been reading so much research to write the fanfic. This is like not even edgy anymore. No, I do not. I'm sorry. To be fair, you might be reading even more than the original author. Yes, because the original author grew up with that mythology, right? And I did not. So as a European, I need to compensate. Because I did not grow up with that mentality, with that kind of philosophy, things being present in my life. So I need to compensate and understand. Guys, I am genuinely sorry I don't remember. I think I need to go to sleep before I get cancelled entirely. Right, everyone, take good care. Right, you were not a doppelganger. I need sleep. I'm gonna go hug a cat. Yeah, yesterday was a long day. Yeah, do you guys want to have Dynasty Warriors or Honkai tomorrow? I did not play Honkai at all. on my holidays. I have not caught up. I should just maybe stream Honkai on voice chat so that I can catch up to the point where I can have the dailies. Down is tutorial. Okay, let's see. Let's just Dynasty Warriors. Hack and Slay is always good. I'll probably do a stream at 7 or 7:30. I won't start it too early. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you had also a fun time hanging out with me. Goodie!